welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and in this video we're going to recap how much money we made this week as well as how we've done over the last 20 weeks. Remember, this is an income generating account where we sell puts and we sell covered calls. Our goal is to generate income so we can invest in ourselves today. We did hit a new all-time high today. Our account touched 57,038, so at about 8:15 pre-market, that's our all-time high. We're closing in on that 60 magic number. As you can see, buying power-wise, we have about 37,000 available to use to us. And let's look at our trade history here. I want you to see that before we do anything else. We do have 4 dividends expected to hit the account today. Bloomin', which I already did, YMAX, 89 bucks coming from there, ULTY, 132, and MSTY, 82. But our biggest thing comes from selling options. We sell options to collect credits and generate income. We did new plays this week. We sold a Hertz covered call, or cash secured put, sorry. I've never sold a cash secured put on Hertz yet, so that's new for me, 44 bucks there. And then WRD, We Ride, sold one captured just about $60 for that premium. When you're selling a put, that means you're agreeing to buy that stock for that price. So for the Hertz 550, I'm agreeing to buy it for $5.50, and because I agreed to that, I was paid $44. So let's just look at our week's history here. I'm going to put it together on an Excel file, so it's a lot easier to read for you, but I still wanted you to see this week's history so you could see the account that we brought, or the money we brought in this week to the account. So give me a second. We're going to jump over to the Excel file. You can see here we collected $656 this week. Our goal is always to hit a minimum of $550, so we beat it by another $100. Awesome week. We rolled some positions. So if you look in column A, that's the ticker symbol, NIO, IRIN, Riot. Those are the ticker symbols we played. The credit column is how much money we collected from that play. And then the play is the type we did, the option type. So CSP stands for cash secured put. Like I said, that's when you agree to buy a stock for predetermined price. Then we also rolled some positions. When we roll a position, we are not changing the strike price. We are just changing the expiration. So we're still agreeing to buy it, or if we saw a covered call, we're agreeing to sell it for that price. We don't change any facet of that. But all in all, as you can see, with a couple new positions this week, as well as rolling some, we collected $656. Another great week. We continue to grow the account on our way to that $60,000 milestone. I want to jump over to our dividends tab so you can see a nice little breakout on what we collected this week in dividends. $304. Technically, it's $319. BLMN did just pay a $15 dividend. That's what I'm selling covered calls on, which means I own at least 100 shares of the stock. And so I'm selling covered calls, collecting premium, and getting paid a dividend from it. So that's a nice trifecta there. But as you can see, we got $132 from ULTY, $89 from YMAX, and $82 from MSTY. I'm up to 1,500 shares of ULTY. At the time of Wednesday this week, ex-dividend day, I had 14. I did buy another 100 today after hours. That puts me up to 1,500 shares. As I said, my goal is to get 2,000 shares of ULTY in this account. Then finally, let's look at our running total. So I started tracking this for YouTube 20 weeks ago. 20 weeks from 120 to 6.6. That is 20 weeks of selling options live on YouTube, showing you my trade history. And after 20 weeks, we have captured $15,301. Not bad. Pretty good profit. That's over $3,000 a month. And for our weekly, if you would break it down, take that 20-week profit, divide by 20, we would average $765 collected each week. And if we would stay on pace for the entire year, we would collect just under $40,000 selling options and collecting some dividends this year. That is a good part-time gig. And for some people, that's a full-time job. And we are doing it from the comfort of our home, selling options, no charts, no crazy risky strategy. We are literally selling puts, which means you agree to buy a stock for a predetermined price, or selling call, which means you're agreeing to sell a stock for a predetermined price and getting paid to do it. We're just getting paid to buy and sell stocks that we like. So we haven't had any real big weeks in a while. Week 6 and week 10, as you can see, we captured over $1,000. My goal is that minimum of $550 a week. Once I hit it, we do not overtrade. We do not overextend, do not over leverage. There is no need for us to do that. Let's hit our account minimum and walk away. And I've said before, when I hit that 60,000, I do think I'm going to start setting the weekly goal of $600 a week. I mean, as you can see on this channel here for the last 20 weeks, we show our trade history pretty much every video, and every week we do a running total. I have not been below 600 yet. This hopefully will continue to stay a trend for the remainder of the year, which I think it will. I think we can keep this up, and I think we can finish the year with about $40,000 profit. Not too bad. But that being said, always remember I do have an option selling course. It's an educational journey. It's on Fiverr. I'll put the link in the description. Help you learn how to sell some options so you can get started generating your own income today. I also appreciate every one of you that's taken the time to leave comments, ask questions, give me some ideas. The goal is we all grow together. There's no reason we can't all sell some options. So with that being said, I appreciate every one of you, and I will see you in the next one.